So a big moment in the last video when the Zulu were embargoed. They've been sanctioned by the entire world, and honestly, I don't exactly know how they're going to upkeep this massive military that they have. It's going to be interesting because the Zulu might have just been completely halted, perhaps. Or maybe not, because they're still making more than 309 gold per turn. So maybe not. Maybe that was not the case. I apologize for some reason. I don't think that the game can handle all these civs in one, so that's why just showing me this gray screen. Yeah, so never mind. They're going to be fine. Even if they're doing like negative 100 gold per turn, they have a surplus of 46,000 gold. This is what I'm saying, that standing army tax is really pointless, I guess, especially against the big civs. It might have had an impact on the smaller civs. Like we discussed, someone like Augustus from Rome could have felt the impacts, I think, a little bit more. Oh, we can see Augustus. Oh, he's not doing so good at all. Negative 41 gold per turn. So his science is probably screwed. I guess it makes sense why we only see pikemen and riflemen. Although there are still several civs that are only doing the rifleman thing. So you know how I was talking about how more than likely the Zulu and Mongolia weren't going to win? Yeah, that probably is, they're going to make me eat my own words. Because right now we have the Zulu, Mongolia, and Korea all building the Apollo program. Korea seems like they still have not begun production inside of their spaceship. It could be between one of these three. It really could be between one of these three. I think that, I don't know, because I was really expecting to see some Korean spaceship parts be launched up into space, and even looking inside here, I don't see anything inside. Genghis Khan has built the Manhattan Project. Holy shit, that is big. That is very big, because Mongolia has access to a lot of uranium, which ultimately means, what is this? SS booster. That's one SS booster. They cannot take it across. Oh my god. Oh my god. They can't take it across. Do they have open borders? It doesn't look like it. Not anymore. They used to, but I believe not anymore. I don't see any, yeah, no. I think Mongolia was smart and didn't let it in, and I don't think, now maybe it's because of the AI stupidity, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you cannot transfer over spaceship parts with airports. Let's watch what they do with this SS booster. Because if this is the case, then Korea is not going to win. No. They do not have open borders. As long as Mongolia doesn't give them open borders, I do not think they're going to win. I might eat my words. I don't know exactly how. Okay, so the Huns have captured back that Polish city. I think we can eliminate Korea almost from the conversation, because they're going to have to build all of their spaceship parts within these two cities. And I don't know if the AI fully gets that. I don't think they fully get that. I think to them, well, no, yeah, I don't think they fully get that, but I was going to mention that I'm pretty sure, I don't know how the AI's brain works, but if a spaceship part gets built like this, does the AI just realize, okay, I'm not going to build the SS booster anymore, because ultimately it's going to get launched up in space? Obviously, they think that, I'm wondering if they think it's a shoo-in to move it to the capital and launch it up into space, so then they don't even try to. So if that's the case, they could build as many spaceship parts within these two big cities as they want, but if the AI is dumb enough and they don't realize it, they won't ever find a way to get this SS booster across. This might be a monumental moment. We might not see Korea win this game because of the separation, because they were just too small and they didn't act upon a very aggressive Mongolia very early on. So in terms of most influential, we've got Mongolia at 11. Mongolia could win a cultural victory. It could happen. This really, really could happen. The Zulu are not really right behind, but remember, Mongolia, all they need is technically, Spain isn't around, because I'm pretty sure, do you have to be influential with Spain too? Let me check. Obviously, if it comes down to it, Mongolia will win the game. They don't have to be, influential with me. I'll make sure that they win. Let's see if Spain is still involved in this. It doesn't matter. I mean, I still, I'm being lazy. Oh, they're already influential with Spain, so it doesn't even matter. Well, I'm going to eliminate Spain anyways. They're falling with the Zulu. Ooh. Well, this is the problem then. Because if they're falling with the Zulu, then it doesn't matter. But everyone else is going to get caught like nothing. Okay, well, maybe not India. It's rising slowly with India. Falling with Denmark, that doesn't really matter too much. They've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work, and it really depends on exactly who Mongolia goes to war with. Now, are there any Mongolian, like, neighbors that might have a lot of tourism? I mean, maybe Korea. I'm sure they've got a lot of cultural artifacts. Who knows besides that, though? Obviously, India. India would be a big one. But I don't think like we talked about, the Himalayas is just going to make it too hard to maneuver through. They can't even take this one Chinese city. Although it's very well defended in a really good location, yeah, they just can't take it. So do the Huns continue off? Yeah, they are continuing. We've got a peace deal between Japan and Russia. That's okay. That is okay. Do we still have offensive movements with Persia? This war between India and Persia is still broken out. It looks like Arabia is actually finally making their push to go down south and try to capture that Persian capital. Babylon has been quiet. The Ottomans have been quiet for several turns, several videos. The Zulu have as well. Mongolia still is yet to settle their cities. I guess we will not see a Mongolian California. I was really hoping for that. The Grand Mesa? Maybe that'll be settled? Are there more Mongolian... no more Mongolian settlers coming for the New World. Boom, there goes one city. So what is this? That is just north of modern-day Mexico City. Interesting spot. Okay, so Korea's built the Hubble Space Telescope. That's fine. Korea will have the #1 science in this game. That's okay. But honestly, it doesn't matter. If you can't build your spaceship parts in the right area, then it doesn't matter. We're gonna be down to 3 civs. Again, just like the European campaign. What was it? I could barely remember it. It was down between the Ottomans, Poland, and dang, I can't even remember. It wasn't even that long ago. Was it? I don't know. That's just sad. But it was down to 3 with the AI only battle, and now it's down to 3 as well between the Zulu, Korea, and Mongolia. And though Korea has a huge advantage, I think that because of the way they've set up their empire, it's going to mess them up. It's going to mess them up big time. All right, Poland, what are you doing? Are you trying to focus in on just the attack? Oh, man, there's no way you're going to be able to survive this. There's absolutely no way. Although, could we see Russia move in from the east, attack to try to recapture Novgorod? Surprisingly enough, I actually didn't know that the AI ever fully annexes cities. Clearly they do after a certain amount of time. Novgorod and Moscow as well. I probably just didn't pay attention enough. I'm sure I knew that. I just haven't been paying attention enough. A bunch of denouncements, and we are now they're trying to embargo the Huns. I think we clearly saw that this embargo doesn't mean much. Okay, well, the Huns have enough funds that doesn't mean anything. I'm wondering if it would have had a bigger impact if the standing army tax was proposed against the Zulu, if that did pass. We all know that the embargo passed, but I'm wondering if the standing army tax passed, if it would have caused a big impact. Wow, Arabia's really going hard. Arabia's going hard for Persia. Persia's going to lose a lot of troops to India. India, I don't think is going to be able to... India's not ready for this. India's not ready to take over a few cities, but Arabia is. This is going to make Arabia stronger. However, even if they do capture this Persian capital, it's going to make it harder for their AI to navigate through these gulfs and through these seas and around the Arabian Peninsula, through the Red Sea, or maneuvering through the Indian Ocean. If they had to defend against the Zulu, it's going to be complicated having a lot of their troops going after Persia. Obviously, if they're still going to war with Persia, Arabia has no chance if the Zulu declare war right now. But I'm talking about even post-war, even post 2 additional cities to the Arabian Empire war, it's going to be hard, even if Arabia has a lot of troops. And you know what? At the end of the day, Arabia still has riflemen. Technically speaking, I don't know how. Well, it's a number thing. I guess it's a number game. But Persia has better technological advantages here. But Arabia is just sporting those numbers. And those numbers are what is most important. Another Mongolian city. All right. Yes, another Mongolian city. More troops in France. More troops in their French city here. Their French colony. A lot of Zulu troops this way. I think we see, yeah, look at this. I think we see a war break out between the Zulu and England very soon. Because the Zulu want Nottingham for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm thinking that these cities here, I'm so glad that I hid my submarines behind this sheet of ice. The Zulu could wipe me out. The Zulu could literally, absolutely wipe me out, no doubt. But the good thing is they're not able to meet me over here. I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see it soon. The Zulu are going to declare war on England. But luckily for England, I don't think they're going to be attacking the British Isles straight up. Not super straight up. Only because they don't have troops over this way. They will. They eventually would. And you know, the good thing is, the Zulu Empire is so vast that a lot of their troops are really kind of spread out too heavily. Way too heavily. You've also gave enough time to Egypt to let them grow. Enough to, it'd be a lot of casualties. A lot of people declaring war in the Scandinavian countries. Weird. It's really weird. The Huns I don't think you're going to be able to take that. With 3 Gatling guns, Lancer, cavalry unit, no. No, you will not be able to take that, dude. What are you thinking? There's no way. Mongolia is still somewhat approaching their war. Also, wait a second. How is their war going on? Oh, completely forgot about what's going on in the Pacific. There's a huge Mongolian fleet. That's for sure happening. But they're not exchanging cities. And they're not attacking any specific cities. Maybe they're just defending. Maybe they're trying to protect their colonies in Australia. I understand that. That's very important. Oh! Could we see Carthage once again go after another city inside of Europe? That's going to be tough, though. Although Rome is struggling in science. We saw their economy. We can ultimately assume their science output. Still, the numbers are going to be favoring kind of a stalemate here. Only because Carthage doesn't have much. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about Antium. This is a big moment here. Never realized this. Morocco's surprisingly doing pretty well for themselves. Defending-wise, look at all these artillery units. That'd be very tough to take this Moroccan capital, even for the Zulu. They're going to take a lot of damage. If they don't continue to maneuver across here towards their new colony, if they which they are, they're moving a lot of people over towards their new colony. Well, that is going to be a big one. That'll be very interesting to see what happens in the Italian peninsula. I don't think Warsaw is going to fall. Warsaw's got too much city defense, and I don't think the Huns have enough melee units over there. Yeah, they're too preoccupied up this way. Although they're going to take it. They're going to get a lot of backlash from the Navy, finally, because Poland did have quite a big Navy. Quite a nice Navy, compared to, I think, probably one of the best, actually, in all of Europe. Probably the best. India has publicly denounced the Zulu. Most people do not like the Zulu. Seems appropriate. Austria has chosen order. And yeah, that's a big war that's just broken out. Let's watch as that happens and that plays out. A lot of units for Rome. However, well, first of all, their caravels are not going to be able to compete against all these privateers. It's only going to make the Carthaginian fleet stronger. More than likely, these privateers will capture a few of these Roman cities. I'm sorry, Roman ships. A pikeman will not help you very much against their great war infantry. You only have like 2 riflemen. And I don't know exactly how much damage really cannon units are going to do to great war infantry. That's going to be tough. You better get some reinforcements here, stat. It's not going to be that easy. They have got numbers. That's the thing. Rome's got numbers. I think you're going to focus in on Antium first. I'm disappointed in Babylon. I really want Babylon to do something. Babylon, please do something. Oh, Mongolia's also expanded. They might have done that a while ago. Mongolia's expanded their colony in Australia. Well, good for them. Any more Mongolian settlers? I hope so. Continue to spread out. Continue to go for it here. Zulu kind of patrolling their seas. They think that they're a world power. There we go. So it looks like Zulu are not done completely colonizing South America. We've got another settler here. At least one more settler. I don't think we're going to see any more German settlers, though. And for some reason, France has completely stopped in their colonization, as well as Denmark and England. Sadly enough. Lots of Zulu carriers around here. I'm sure providing more air support, if anything were to ever go down. I just can't really see a Mongolian war breaking out unless Mongolia continues to expand, or if the Zulu approach Mongolian colonies. It's the only way I can see a Mongolian a war breaking out with Mongolia, and that will be, by any definition of it, if we, because we've been kind of throwing around the term world war for a very, very long time. But if the Zulu and Mongolia actually do go to war, that will be the first world war we've ever actually had, because Mongolia and the Zulu have ships all throughout the seas. In the Atlantic Ocean, there's a lot of Mongolian troops for some reason in the Atlantic Ocean. There's Zulu troops in the Pacific Ocean. They're meeting inside the Indian Ocean. Not so much. Oh, wait a second. There are Zulu settlers coming this way. And why is that, though? Don't tell me you're going to go for the ice down here. Probably not the smartest decision. Or, you know what? Zulu's going for New Zealand. I saw Zulu settlers, or scouts, although a lot of people have had scouts inside of New Zealand. I think those Zulu settlers are going for New Zealand. Wow. I think we could see it, though. I think we could see a war break out. We need a stronger Mongolia, though. The world needs a stronger Mongolia. Mongolia needs to declare war on Korea. Take them over. That'll do some really, really great things for the Mongolian Empire if they were to take over a few of those cities. But right now, they're only going to be taking casualties, staying at war with China. And I really, really hope that they don't stay at war with China. Good. Wow. So, you know what? I mean, well, it looks like India's kind of gathered up a strong force, and they've got a squad here ready to take on Persia. But really, India's got really lucky with Persia providing so much extra support from the south finally, because Arabia and Persia have been at war for a really long time. I think Babylon's finally going to join in. And look at how strong Babylon is. Yeah, they're buying technology a bit here, but damn. Look at these infantry units. That's when an AI easily is able to take cities, when they just have raw melee units like that. Raw infantry. Big naval battles going on inside the Mediterranean. These ironclads are going to be doing so much damage. You better get some more shit over there, Carthage. You could totally flub this war. You have an opportunity of now making your next landing inside of the Italian peninsula. You would have had the Balkans. You would have started your first city in the Balkans, the Italian peninsula, as well as Iberia. That's a great push forward inside of Europe. Better than even the Zulu, or arguably the strongest in this game. Genghis Khan is technically only 22 points behind in terms of score. So it's a relatively very close game. I think city-wise, the Zulu are still good. So Carthage is going to take this city. It's already been taken. So now is when they provide extra support for the Italian peninsula. I think Rome does fall. Carthage is getting stronger, and I think oh shit. What is going on here? I can't imagine. I think that was probably for Rome. I think the Zulu were maneuvering for Rome instead. I doubt you try to go to war with Babylon right now. Babylon literally has troops filling up almost every single tile that they can get them in. That would take the entire. Where are you going? Are you going to war? Are you doing a sneak attack against Carthage? That's the only thing I can think of. I really wish Carthage and Arabia could get up a defensive pack, because right now these are strong civs somewhat that are protecting against the Zulu from the rest of the world. Maybe even Babylon joining in. Although Babylon doesn't immediately border the Zulu, at least not yet. Who knows what's going to happen very soon here. All right, guys, looks like I'm going to have to stop right there. Jeez. Crazy fun game. Still fun. Still so much fun. And I'm kind of crossing my fingers that we eventually see that world war between the Zulu and Mongolia. It could happen. We could see a coalition form against the Zulu, I think more than likely, and Mongolia joining in. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.